guy by the name of Constantine the Great does this in the early 4th century. And there's a coin of his. I have a very similar one. It's just not as good a condition in my backpack. If you want to see it afterwards, talk to me. So it's a very old coin. So you take a look. You've got the cross on the left. You got the sun on the right. You got Saul, the sun god, up the middle. Question: does Christianity or paganism get more play on that coin? Paganism by far. Would it surprise you to find out that about 20% of the Roman Empire was Christian when Constantine decides to make Christianity legal, and 80% was pagan? When you look at that coin, that's about a 20-80 split, isn't it? In other words, Constantine was a good politician. But Constantine merges Christianity and paganism together. We've been paying for that ever since. And you merge them together, and out of it you get something called the Holy Roman Empire. Christianity and Rome. Now, Constantine, he decided that he wanted a Christian army to fight under the cross, so he marches his pagan army through the river, and on the other side, he says, you guys have been baptized, you're a Christian army now. I bet you they were swearing about being marched through the river. I don't think they were converted. Just based on typical soldier behavior. Okay? But I want you to understand how bad of an idea that was. Up until Constantine, Christians would die for their faith. They did not kill for Jesus. They would die for Jesus. And Christianity spread all over the known world. They were accused of turning the world upside down. But all of a sudden, real Christianity, mission work, just collapses when Christians go out to kill for Jesus. Guess what? When Islam comes on the scene, they start killing for God too. It's not until around the 1600s, when the Moravians started being willing to die in large numbers, that the Christian mission movement comes back. It takes people ready to die for Jesus, not to kill for him, to make Christianity powerful. Well, it would be deceitful. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So when Constantine comes in, he leaves Rome and lets the Pope be in charge of Rome, and he goes off and builds a new capital city called Constantinople. Very meek and humble guy, names it after himself. It's now Istanbul. It would be small but powerful. Oh, deceitful. Let me explain something about that. So when Constantine goes over there, what happens? The Pope's now in charge in Rome, right? They come up with what they call the Donation of Constantine. It's a document that gives the Pope power to rule in Rome and several other things they have power for. Sometime later, that document is discovered to be a forged document. It didn't come from Constantine. It came from the Catholic Church. If you forge a document to give yourself power, is it with deceit? When the league is made, it becomes deceitful. Prophecy never misses.